Horns up and welcome to a brand new episode of Headbanger's Kitchen. Folks, I don't think I eat any meat as much as I do chicken. And I do love chicken if I'm being honest. Not chicken breast as much as I like chicken thighs and chicken legs. And today I've got a simple recipe for you. It's a 2-ingredient marinade for chicken thighs and it is amazing and it is delicious. Anyway, enough jibber jabber, let's get cooking.
For this recipe, we are using boneless and skinless chicken thighs, and that is what I recommend you use as well. Chicken thighs are almost impossible to overcook, and trust me, you won't regret it. Now, if you must use chicken breast, read the blog post on headbangerskitchen.com for cooking instructions. I'm just going to use a pair of poultry shears to chop the thighs into nice bite-sized pieces. Now, you can use a knife, but I was being lazy and I didn't want to dirty up the cutting board, so I'm using the scissors. You can of course leave the thighs whole, but trust me, it's much better when you cut it up into smaller pieces. That way the marinade gets over more surface area of the chicken. Oh yeah! Time to marinate the chicken, and this is the simplest marinade. We're going to use some dark soya sauce, about a tablespoon, and a tablespoon of some high quality honey. Now my keto family is probably going, "What you talking about, Sahil? You know honey is not keto." And yes, honey is not keto, but fam, I got you covered. If you are on keto, use some keto-friendly maple syrup like this Lakanto maple syrup that I've got. You can also use some erythritol or stevia or monk fruit if you don't have this. Anyway, give that chicken a good mix, and yes, that's it. Just 2 ingredients to marinate the chicken, and now you want to let it marinate for an hour at least. After an hour, I get my pan on the stove. I spray it with some olive oil pan spray. Turn on the heat and then I add in my chicken. Now you don't need the pan to be searing hot because remember there is honey and soy in the marinade, and if the pan is too hot you might end up burning the marinade. You want to cook this on a medium low flame now. You need the pan to be hot enough to cook the chicken but not so hot that you burn the sugars in the marinade. Now I've been cooking the chicken for about 2 to 3 minutes and I'm going to give it a quick mix in the pan. After which I will just cover it with the lid and cook it for another 2 to 3 minutes. By this time the chicken will have released some of its meat juices, and along with the marinade you'll notice there is liquid in the pan. The idea now is to cook this on a medium flame, as I told you earlier, till the liquid starts to thicken up. It will become a sticky glaze and it will coat all that chicken. You just gotta be patient. Remember, you don't want to burn it basically, so keep the heat on low or medium low. Anyway, how awesome does that chicken look, guys? Oh yeah! I mean, this is just the base recipe on which you can build, Like, there's so much more you can add to this if you want. Like, if you want it spicy, you can add some chili flakes. You can also fry some red chilies. Maybe you want to throw in a few cloves of garlic. The world is your oyster. And I always like to throw in a few wok tosses when cooking chicken like this. And now you can see that all the liquid has been cooked off and the chicken is coated in that sticky glaze, so I get the pan off the stove. Now take a minute and just admire the view. The view of the chicken, that is. That's what I'm talking about. I will garnish it now with some spring onion greens and my new favorite thing, which is furikake seasoning, which is just black and white sesame seeds with some seaweed and salt. And that's it. Our epic honey soy chicken is done and ready. This is a great appetizer for a party, or have it with some rice or some cauliflower rice for a main course. Anyway, enough jibber jabber, time to taste.
Hey folks, it's time to taste the chicken, and today it's just me doing the tasting. Anyway, enough jibber jabber, let's eat. Oh wow. That combination of soy and honey and the little bit of seaweed and the sesame seeds from the furikake seasoning and that fresh crunch of the spring onion, amazing. Like, there is so much you can do with this. I mean, you can eat it as it is, or you can enhance it further, like, probably have some star anise, some red chili. But this to me is like a perfect weeknight dinner. Simple, easy and delicious. So good. Anyway, I'm gonna go and I'll see you on the next episode of Headbanger's Kitchen. Until then, cheers and keep cooking. Hey folks, like I said in the beginning, I think chicken is the meat that I eat the most of. What meat do you consume the most of? Is it chicken, pork, beef, maybe duck? Let me know in the comments. Horns up and welcome to a brand new episode of Headbangers Kitchen. Folks, I don't think I love any meat. I mean, I do love chicken, and it's one of the and chicken is one of the most versatile and healthy meats there is. Today's recipe is just a 2-ingredient recipe. We're going to marinate the chicken in that. Just use the old. This sucks.